What's up, everybody? Welcome to the day 2 Epic Universe Q&A. How's everyone doing? I have to ask that because, my gosh, you guys saw me, try some foods at Dawes Steakhouse. Then you guys had that hour and a half live stream where Tommy joined at the end. I was doing a lot of stuff at Epic. Oh my gosh, crazy. And what's even more nuts, we waited. So we tried to rope off Donkey Kong, waited 2 hours, nothing. Then that's when me and Tommy got the idea, let's go to Dawes Steakhouse. We ate at Dawes Steakhouse. Freaking phenomenal. The meatloaf. I'm going back and we're eating that again on Monday. I'm eating it at least. Then we went back to Donkey Kong, and literally it got delayed again because rain and thunderstorms happened, and that sucked. So that was another hour and 45, maybe 2 hours. So we literally spent in today alone 4 hours waiting for Donkey Kong for an attraction that's not even a minute and a half long. That was insane. That was crazy. But we got David in the house. Always great to see David. Hey, conductor, I'm excited for this Q&A. So am I. So am I. What's up, all? We got Giant Peter in the house. Peter also said, did George and Abby get back from the wedding? Even bigger question, did George survive? Well, I just talked to him. He did survive. He was dancing. And you know he loves dancing. And now he's shirtless. but I'm not showing that for obvious reasons, but he's shirtless. Oh my God. And he has his bathing trunks on, so I don't know what to think of what the hell.
No, these are my silky shorts.
Oh, now he's saying silky shorts, so.
If I got these wet, they'd be all saggy.
Oh God. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, but he did survive, thank God.
Yes, I did.
Oh my gosh. Got John in the house. You're too much, man. You're really too much. Oh my gosh. I went to the steakhouse tonight. It was nice. Wait, you went to a steakhouse or you were at Epic and you went to Dawes Steakhouse? Maybe I just read that wrong. I hope I read that wrong. Because if you were at Epic, I'm sure you saw me. Should have came up to me. John says, do you think they will make a larger Donkey Kong ride and convert the current one to the Donkey Kong Junior ride? No, I don't think they would. Now, it's funny you mentioned that.
What was the question?
So John said, do you think they will make a larger Donkey Kong ride and convert the current one to the Donkey Kong Junior ride? There's no way.
That's an ambitious plan, but I don't think
What I think they should have done, though, for weather reasons, I think they shouldn't have had a indoor Rise of the Resistance dark ride for Donkey Kong, at least out here, because of the weather problems. And I think we should, if we ever got a Donkey Kong expansion in Hollywood, we can have the coaster because we don't have weather problems.
Well, and I think whatever else comes to Epic moving forward, whether it's the expansion of Super Nintendo with Zelda or Pokemon, or the two new lands that they had,
It at least needs
they
to
have
be.
to have indoor something.
Yeah.
85% of the stuff is outdoors.
Well, see, what's funny about this whole situation is, literally, when me and Tommy were in line the second time for Donkey Kong, they said, oh, all the other outdoor attractions are open, they're operational during the rain, during the thunder, and all that bullshit. But literally, Donkey Kong was literally the only one that couldn't operate. And I'm like, why would you build one of the A-list attractions that can't handle at least rain?
See, now, what was funny was when we went to Epic Universe, me and Abby, the first time,
Yeah.
when it started raining, everything was shut down. That was outdoors. The only things that were open was Ministry of Magic, Monsters Unchained, I think the Carousel. And the Carousel, there was only 3 things that were open.
Wow.
Everything else was shut down. Now, again, I don't know if it was because lightning was detected. Because if lightning's detected within a 5-mile radius,
Yeah.
even at Disney World, everything outdoor stuff has to go down. But what I thought was interesting was I could see your point to that because we got on Curse of the Werewolf when it was raining, and they never shut it down. It just stayed running.
No, that's what I mean. They even had Yoshi going.
Yeah, but and then when Abby and I went, they shut that down.
What the hell?
So I wonder, honestly, if Universal knows that if they do that, it's hurting the park.
Yeah.
So they probably thought, you know what, if there's no lightning.
Well, see, I wonder if they can operate all those outdoor attractions in rain and lightning. I wonder if there's something they can tweak on Donkey Kong to make it safe enough to.
Well, I wonder why. Like, if Curse of the Werewolf is open,
yeah,
and they keep, was Hiccup's Wing Glider still running?
I checked the map. I think it was.
Okay. I wonder what about Donkey Kong
is making it not cooperate
for it. Yeah.
Because literally when the rain stopped and the thunder stopped, all that, and they actually waited for the clouds to pass that area, it literally, okay, so they said, oh, we got to get our maintenance crews to do a dry run just to make sure. That literally takes another half an hour, 40 minutes for them to do that. That's what's crazy. So the recovery time just to get it back online is nuts.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's so bad. So they need to fix that. So that's why I said they shouldn't have had an indoor dark ride for Donkey Kong, and they could have made it. They could have still had the temple and all that, but it was an indoor dark ride.
I think that would be cool because honestly, the animatronic parts of the ride and the queue,
yeah,
I think would do really well with a full, complete, immersive.
Oh, for sure. But see, now that just gives Hollywood an idea. Why not?
Well, Hollywood might be able to pull that off.
Oh,
because
easily.
of the show buildings.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Oh, easily.
And I would like that too because then you get two different attractions.
So it drives people to go fly over there. So John says, do you think they'll add interactions in the dork more? And was it nice to see stuff you could interact with the Magic Band in Donkey Kong? So I didn't get a Magic Band. I'm going to get it next time I come down to Florida, probably for Tropical Americas. If we subject the day to do Epic Universe, I probably will do a band. And I'll get the Donkey Kong one, and I'll do a bunch of interactive stuff between Nintendo, Super Nintendo World, and Donkey Kong, but just not on this trip. We got so much other stuff going on, but I will do it the next time I come out. John says, I went to one tonight in Colorado. Oh, nice. Chris West says, did you take emergency or vitamins on your trip to not get sick with everything you guys will be doing? No, but I kind of have like, I forgot the name of it already, but they're kind of like Advil. I take at least 2 every day because like I could feel the soreness from walking around all day, being in the sun, kind of getting drained down a little bit. So I do take that, but no, I don't take any vitamin C. I take a bleep ton of emergency. That's funny, Peter, on the Europe trip too. That's hilarious. Silky shorts. That's too Italian. That's funny. But to be all honest with you, I think Donkey Kong would have been better if it was an indoor dark ride like Rise of the Resistance, at least out here in the Florida climate, and us get like a Donkey Kong, like the roller coaster. I think that would have been fire. Now, since obviously they didn't do it that way, if we still do eventually get a Donkey Kong expansion to Universal Hollywood, maybe we should get the indoor dark ride. I'm okay with that. I don't think too many people were thrilled to ride the roller coaster because there is a couple rough parts and it's very short because it literally takes up a massive footprint of the land. But indoor dark ride, I would love it. I think they could pull it off. There's been so many indoor dark rides that I personally think both the Disney company and Universal have executed perfectly. Just a few examples is like you have Mario Kart, for example. That's a really detailed, immersive dark ride. You have Mickey and Minnie's at Disneyland in Toontown. Then you have Rise of the Resistance and Galaxy's Edge. So I think it's more than possible they could do that. So who knows? Um, we have amusement park pirates in the house. Always great to see amusement park pirates. Um, let's see. John says if they made Donkey Kong the size of Ghost Rider in Hollywood studios, people go nuts. Oh, I think so. I think so. Would they ever do it? Probably not. But that would be fire. That would be amazing to see that, um, that length of track. But I think if they build it in Hollywood, since Hollywood's kind of known for that, I would not mind a Donkey Kong dark ride and then have a second attraction, whatever that might be, because they said originally when they were going to build Donkey Kong originally at Universal Hollywood soundstage, I think they said at the time 7 through 11, and I think they were considering 12 getting removed, and our Donkey Kong would literally be the biggest version of Donkey Kong because there's Osaka, Japan that started with Donkey Kong, then Epic Universe got it, and those are the only two versions. So ours out in Hollywood would be the biggest version if they build it, if they do. So I think that would be cool if we had two attractions. It would be cool if we had a sit down restaurant location like Toadstool, but it's Donkey Kong themed. And we have mean Greek characters besides Donkey Kong, but you have like Diddy Kong and some of the other Kongs. That would be cool. Um, More mini games that are exclusive to Hollywood. Like do a lot of exclusive to Hollywood stuff so it entices people to go check it out and not say, "Oh, well, we have that in Florida. There's no reason." No, no, no. You I think you should make it immersive and you should make it exclusive. So I think that would be fire. Um let's see. Let's see. So the steakhouse. I posted pictures, if many of you don't know, on my social media on Instagram. I don't think I posted it to X. I might have. I don't remember. But I had the meatloaf. Oh my God. The meatloaf was so good. It melted in your mouth. And then we had kind of like this. I had this drink. It was non-alcoholic, but it was in like a test tube, type container. And I'll tell you this, it literally tasted like Mountain Dew Baja Blast, but better. And it had edible glitter in it as well. So I thought that was pretty tasty. Tommy said it was actually pretty tasty as well. He doesn't like edible glitter. I didn't even think glitter was even edible, to be honest with you, but I liked it. It was definitely refreshing. I would definitely get it again. And then like the little brain dessert. Tommy had an amazing reel on Instagram, so definitely go check that out on TommyToon_ on Instagram. Um, that reel and the face he made was so funny. It was hilarious. Um, but for me, the Greek yogurt, because I've had Greek yogurt, the Greek yogurt was really good, and the strawberry jam was really good. So I really liked it. It was a little more tinier than I thought. I wish it was a little bit bigger, but I thought it was great. I thought it was great. Um, let's see. Would you like a solo ride for Dracula at Epic or Universal Hollywood Studios? So if we build a West Coast version at Darkmoor, I would not mind. I would not mind a like a attraction of Monsters Unchained, but the headliner character would be Dracula. I would not mind that. And like Frankenstein and like some of the other monsters and creatures would kind of be like a second thought. And Dracula would be like the main focus. That would be amazing for Hollywood if we got a West Coast Darkmoor. Amusement Park Pirates said Donkey Kong or even a Princess Rosaline land would be nice for our Super Nintendo world. Oh, absolutely. I actually said though, you know what? If it was really up to me, I would tear down our Super Nintendo world, rebuild it so that way we would have Yoshi's Adventure. We would have some of the gift shops. We would have Mario Kart. Um, so I would rebuild our land, but that's besides the point. You could keep the show building for Mario Kart and leave that alone, but the whole entire land, rebuild it from scratch and give us Yoshi's Adventure and have Mario Kart, have some of the shops and restaurants. That's what I would do personally. Um, Amusement Park Price says Super Nintendo World. Yeah, I got that. And then Giant Peter said, "Do you guys meet the special guest today? Who was it supposed to be?"
Oh, it fell through.
It
fell through for sure.
it
Sorry about that. Hey, my bad, Peter. My bad. Yeah, it was Christian, bro. Christian at the parks.
Yeah, he wound up
Switching parks. He went to Islands instead.
Yeah, he went to Islands with his brother. So he wasn't able to meet us. So
My bad, bro. I won't hype that up no more.
it's all good.
Yeah.
We didn't know Christian was going to do that. So that was like literally a last minute thing.
But he's a busy guy, man. What do you
Oh, dude, he's totally busy.
Yeah.
He's everywhere.
Yeah.
Literally everywhere.
That's good.
Yeah. David said, Do you see the fireworks at the parks?" Not yet. Not yet. So I don't think Universal Studios, because we're hitting the Studios park for Universal tomorrow. I don't think it has fireworks, but I will definitely see the fireworks at Walt Disney World. But from where we're staying, I don't see fireworks at all. So just throwing it out there. Let's see. But going into Dawes Steakhouse, I highly recommend it. Now, the Burning Blade Tavern, I went in there just to show you guys during the live earlier, which I was very pleased on that live. You guys were awesome during that live, and all the people with the super chats, and that live stream for an hour and a half has over 1,000 views because of you guys. So you guys are amazing. But the tavern was small. It was kind of creepy but cozy at the same time, if that makes sense. But I never saw the blades like turn fire. I never saw that. I wish I would have on that live. I think that would have been incredible. But one of the things I want to give a big shout out to the team members, because you've heard me say it probably in the last two videos I put out for Islands and my first day of Epic, is that the team members on the ride queues or the attractions, and especially the restaurants, they are a class act. Now, I'm not saying our team members out in Hollywood are bad. I think Orlando just has a better way of handling guests, and they really kind of turn something a negative, or they seek it out before it turns negative, and they immediately turn it to a positive. So I love that. But when we're doing the live earlier, I asked the team member in front of Monsters, I said, I'm doing a live. They really want to see just the queue for Monsters. I'm not going to ride the attraction, but my followers want to see it because I'm on the live stream. She's like, "Oh, go ahead." So I love that. Again, would we get the same thing in Hollywood in that regard? Maybe, maybe not. But I've really noticed a massive difference in the team members working in Orlando and really giving that guest experience level to a new hype. I would say personally, I like the team members out here a little bit better just how they treat people. And then also, one of the things we have in Hollywood, we have a third party security company that handles security before you enter the park. And actually, out here in Universal, where Islands, just all the parks for Universal, even their City Walk, they have their own Universal security. Like their patches even say Universal Orlando Security, which is kind of cool because they kind of handle, I noticed, the guests a lot better in even tourism. So the guest flow for security is a lot better than it is out in Hollywood because they're using that third party company. So I don't know if that's something they would ever incorporate in Hollywood, but that's just a that's literally a thought. Let's see. So Giant Peter says that's basically what Gaston's Tavern at Magic Kingdom is. I think we are doing Gaston.
Oh, we're doing that.
Yeah, we're doing that, so I can't wait for that. Giant Peter says some of the cast members for both resorts moving to Orlando just to work there for us is mostly locals. Oh, for sure. Giant Peter also said Disney has their own security. I hope Hollywood gets its own security team. More jobs too. No, absolutely. Like I said, I think with everything going on with Hollywood right now, with opening 3 new security hubs, or at least 2 of them are going to be open, and then building like a hotel like the Grand Helios, but something on along that scale in the front of the park. Then the expansions on the lower lot, the tram experiences as well, new additions, all that stuff. I think of I think eventually we're gonna get that, or we're gonna have our own Universal Hollywood security, and not this third party company. I think it's more than possible um, to see that happen. Now, when it comes to Isle of Burke, because today actually was my first day walking into that land. It was literally breathtaking because you walk in, the chronos for each land looks different at night. It looks so much better. But walking through that, it was like almost borderline light, but it was dark, if that makes sense. I have to tell you guys, Isle of Burke is amazing at night. And me and Tommy rode Hiccups wind gliders, and I'll tell you this, it hit so differently than during the day. But that was my first time, and it just happened to be at night, which I think is the best time to do it. And then I went on that other attraction. I can't think of the name of it, but I went on that other attraction, and that was really cool because you had the wings on either side of you, and you had like these grip handles you had to grip and kind of steer like you steer in a car, but steer it where you kind of, go like this or go like this. It was pretty cool. I liked it a lot. Tommy didn't try it, but now after hearing about it, he might do it on Monday to try it. So I think he would like it. I'm so sorry. So for hiccups though, for a attraction, again, it was long. It was a long attraction, and it hauled ass, and I love that. It kind of reminded me of a mini version of Velocicoaster, and I love that. It was awesome. Oh, okay. Chris West for the save, Wing Glider. But Wing Glider was awesome. I loved it. Oh my gosh. Hello, Chris. Um, Maman. No, I'm saying that wrong. I'm so sorry. Maman Wonderland says Isle of Burke is the best. Did you guys see the show? So we didn't see the show. We did not see the show, but we're going to see it on Monday. We were just talking about that before I went live. We are going to see the show.
It was delayed a lot.
It was delayed a lot. That's what Tommy said. because we were constantly checking the map, like the map on your phone. One thing I was told, and maybe there's an update that all three of us don't know about, but George was telling us that the show, they don't want anyone recording. So I don't know if that's changed, but opening weekend they didn't allow it. So I don't know if that's changed or not. But George is like, when Toothless and Hiccup, when they come like on the rock, like the ceiling, and you have that big animatronic and Hiccup's riding Toothless during the show, everyone pulls their phones out anyway, starts recording that, even though Universal doesn't want that. So I don't know if that's changed, where you can film the whole show. I guess we'll find out Monday for sure. Giant Peter's Adventure said, you're gonna like the Slinky Dog roller coaster. It's very similar to Hiccups. Oh, that's cool. I can't wait. That's gonna be amazing. And Giant Peter said, and it has a second launch. Oh, that's gonna be cool. Mama in Wonderland says, I don't want to ruin it for you, but try to sit mid center. George, you heard that?
I'm sorry, what's that?
So this one of the people in the chat, they said they don't. She said don't. She doesn't want to ruin it. She said mid center is the best spot.
For what?
For the show for Albert.
Oh, the Untrainable Dragon.
Yeah.
Mid center.
And see, you've actually seen that show, so
I have. So I'm trying to think, because where I was, which I do agree, the mid. You definitely want mid because you want to have it like, well, and you want it center.
mid center.
But yeah, so we were kind of like further back because of where. I mean, because you guys kind of know some of what the show is about,
sure.
As far as like, so like when you see Hiccup and Toothless come out, you want to be able to get the full roundabout when they're in the air.
Yeah.
So that way you can, and as I said, they say no filming and what have you, but when when they come out, no one gives a shit with everyone pulls their phone out and everyone takes pictures and at least films that part.
Well, she also said after that comment, she said she was able to record.
Okay, so did they change the whole? She was able to record the whole show?
Let me ask. So if you can answer in the chat, George is asking, were you able to record the entire show and no one came up to you and said no recording? And were you the only one recording, or did you see other people recording? I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, because when we went, I remember they put on like the intercom before the show started. They said no photography or video recording of any kind.
Interesting.
So I hope that they changed it, because I mean, you can record and film as much as you want with it.
So she said yes, I was, and I even asked first. So they changed it.
Okay.
So we can film the entire show.
Perfect.
So
Great.
That's even better. So I can put that.
But as far as like the sitting goes, yeah, I would say mid center, but you still want to be a little bit more back because you don't want to be too far close, because
sure.
when they start flying above, you don't want to have to go like this and you see the under thing of Hiccup, and Toothless.
So basically what's probably going to happen if I do that, I'm literally going to be raising the camera and it's literally going to show George's hair, like facial hair, like waving like up close as I'm getting close to the ceiling. Oh my god!
I will say the Untrainable Dragon show, honestly, is very impressively done by Universal.
Yeah.
It really is.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
That's going to be fire. And Magical Hops told me during the live, I don't know if you saw that part, he's like, I must have said fire 50 plus times during that live stream.
I will say, like, I've heard you use that term, but I think I've heard you use it more
here,
being here.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because since this is like all new for you,
Oh yeah.
it is fire for you.
Well,
so.
now I'm gonna have to think of a Disney term because fire is kind of like.
I could probably. Which honestly, I should have just kept track to see how many times you say fire through the whole trip.
It probably is going to be about 500 times. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. So John said, "I like the way you think. No one wants to torque their neck for hours." Like.
Yeah. You don't want to.
No.
That's why I go a little bit more further back, so that way you get the whole stretch of the stage, and then when they come out,
Yeah.
you can get the whole roundabout.
Definitely. And then Peter says, "I wasn't allowed to record."
That's
Storm. They kept telling me out my camera away on a spinner. But that's the spinner though. That's not the show.
the spinner. Oh, on the Storm Force Acceleratron.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Universal's like a stickler, like with recording on rides. And
Unless you have the meta, because Tommy actually wore his metas on Donkey Kong. I'm jealous because he got the footage. Tommy, I want to see that footage eventually on how that turned out, especially with the moving. I want to see how good that. See, that's what I mean. I'm starting to do stupid things.
I like it though. It's funny.
I'm starting to do stupid things.
I just had to just do it like adult. Like are you a DJ? Like
Maybe.
You spinning that shit?
Oh, I'm definitely spinning something. Oh my god. John says, "I usually sit upper middle at the theater so that my eyes are at the same level of the actors' faces. I don't want to move my eyeballs, neck, or anything. Comfort is a must."
That is, I think actually where John sat, I think that's where we sat, because I don't remember like you're able to see because they have different characters on different levels of the stage. Where if you're further down, you're either looking straight, and then sometimes you have to look up this way, and you have to turn this way. So yeah, when you're a little bit more further back, you can see the whole scope of it.
Oh my gosh. And then let's see, David said, "I'm so happy to be on your live." 2 lives right now, and then earlier.
Not one, but 2.
And he gave me a $1.99 super chat earlier as well.
Nice.
So definitely that was awesome. John says, "Have you guys hit the jacuzzis yet?"
Not yet.
Because I don't even know what time the pools even.
Yeah, the pools close. I think the pools close at whatchamacallit. Like not super late, but not like super early either.
But it's all right. But just as I was starting to live, I got a taste of what George with a shirt off looks like. So I don't know if I need a jacuzzi to see more. That was exclusive content enough. Firsthand, like first person. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Let's just say the line from Gaston's song when he goes, "And every last inch of me's covered with hair."
That fits George 100%. Just how he just sang that literally etched in stone right there for real. And then Peter said he snuck some pictures on E.T. I don't know how the hell he did that. But that's an old enough attraction where you don't have to go through a metal detector freaking.
I still wonder like what the whole process thing is of like why they don't. Like I can understand like certain rides like Velocicoaster.
Oh yeah.
Like obviously like that thing throws you up and throws you around like, but I don't understand like why you couldn't record something on like E.T.
I don't know, but I will tell you this because Tommy saw it on Instagram. Christian in the parks, he was wearing his metas when he went on Velocicoaster. I told Tommy, I'm like, he has balls, dude. Because if I wasn't wearing the strap on those things, I'd be scared I would lose them.
I mean, I would be too, especially for the price. I think you'd be okay with it just because like I wear my glasses.
Sure.
You wore yours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like So I could see, but I mean, I could see the concern because it's not just like a regular pair of glasses.
100%. Oh my gosh. And then Peter says, like Storm, I only was allowed to take a selfie with my cousin before the ride began. See, there's restrictions all of them. See, that's why I don't get, like, the restrictions here are weird. Like, it's on, but it's off, but it's off, but it's on. It's like, it's weird.
Yeah.
But I guess, you know, the ride queues, the rides themselves, the staff kind of outweighs that problem for people but you would honestly think Universal Orlando, Walt Disney World, tourist destination, you would honestly think they would know people want to film, because when's the next time they're going to come?
Right.
Most of the time it's just a one and done situation and they're done because they can't afford it.
Yeah.
It's like taking a bank loan out to come down here.
Basically. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. We didn't do any water parks, Billy was asking. No, we didn't do any water parks.
Yeah, no water parks.
But
although I will say, I've been to all the water parks. I've been to Disney World's 2 water parks, and I've been to Volcano Bay. I absolutely love Volcano Bay. I love the wave pool. I love the lazy river, even though technically I don't even know why they call it a lazy river, because they actually have waves in the lazy river.
Oh God!
But I enjoy. I love Crush and Gusher at Typhoon Lagoon at Disney.
Yeah,
I've been on Summit Plummet once. That was a freak accident, like waiting to happen, because
oh boy,
I almost lost my shorts.
I don't know.
Coming down.
I don't know if the babes out here would agree with that. They might have been entertained.
Maybe that's why there's a bunch of people standing at the bottom.
They're waiting. They're like, oh, Italiano's going down the slide. Okay, we're going to get some amusement.
And that was at the time when I was ripped.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I had my gym bod.
Oh, dude.
Before I had my dad bod.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Was it? I think it's on TikTok. Is that picture for your profile?
I think so.
Okay. Anybody watching this live stream, you need to go on TikTok.
Or not TikTok, or on
or is it X?
It might be I think it's on X, and it might be on Instagram.
Really?
I think I posted it. If you see a picture of me
with Oswald,
not a more recent picture, it's just me and Oswald. It was back in 2000.
You were skinny as a wad.
That was like, I was fit. I was like,
oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
I was Chris Hemsworth under there.
That's crazy. Dude, I literally, because the first time I saw this picture,
you thought, you said no, this isn't you.
Exactly.
You said this is AI.
I said it was AI at first, because we were literally at your birthday across the way from Disneyland, and we're staying at a wonderful, vacation rental, and I literally found it because you're talking about it, but I'm like, no, this is not. So I'm like, you know what? Me being curious.
Keep talking.
Yeah, me being curious. I'm like, I have to see this picture. So I started searching it, and George is like, I don't remember where it was at. So I'm like, I'm curious. I like to investigate. So I went looking for it, and I found it, and I was literally like dying. I was dying, dude. Let me see if I can find it, because now, oh my God, I think I'm going to lose it if I find it. Was it under Disney George?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Maybe.
It started off as Disney George. It was before I became like full-fledged like Disney Italiano, and it's like, well, I don't really feel like starting a whole nother world.
Well, if you find it before I do, because now I gotta. Did you find it?
I'm scrolling. I'm gonna actually go back to 2017.
Oh my God!
That's when the photo was taken, I think.
Let's see if I can find it.
I thought it was on here.
I found it.
Did you find it?
I found it. Okay. Here's the picture.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. You ready for this, folks? You're gonna laugh so hard. Ready?
And again, folks, this is not AI. That was truly me.
Oh my God. Look at how skinny he was. I literally said the moment I saw that AI.
Oh yeah, now I find it. Yeah.
AI. That's ridiculous. Oh my God. That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't believe how skinny you were and how fit you were. That's crazy.
Oh, see this photo? This
Oh,
is
God.
the photo. I was in the shoe store. Actually, someone stopped me because they thought I was security.
What? Dude, okay. Look at this. This is total like Mr. Smith from The Matrix right here. Security. Tommy, did you see that? Show him that. Dude. Oh my God. You do? I don't know. You look different. But I think it's
Yeah,
fun.
I know. I'm old.
Well, I was trying to be polite. I wasn't going to call you that. But since you put it out there, maybe I will now. Because you're the one who said it first. Oh my God.
Maybe you shouldn't do live streams anymore after the hour.
Oh, shut up. You need to do live streams. You need to do live stream food reviews. Do you get a free admission to the water park with your hotel stay? No, I don't think so. But I'd rather
I
do.
know when Abby and I did it last time, we got it, but we didn't use it because you only and here's the thing that's kind of the bummer with it. Even if we did get the free water park day, they only allot you to use it the day upon check-in.
Oh shit!
So if you're checking in at like 6 p.m.
Oh hell no!
It's like
useless.
They that's what they told us the last time because we checked in early, but we were like, no, we're not going to use it. And then I realized that it had to be upon like check-in day.
Oh God!
But no, they didn't mention it this time. But I think they only have that like going on like during like the summer.
Oh my God! Yeah, no.
The summer months.
No.
Now I do know that there's going to start a new promotion where children ages, I think it goes to 9.
Wow.
Dine free.
Oh wow.
With I think it's like a 4 or 5 night vacation package.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Oh, okay. Peter said, just send all the pictures of you.
Just send. Oh, you know what, Peter? I'll make a whole collage. I'll just do a whole collage. Well, you know why? Because some pictures are very interesting. I think you guys would really get a kick out of it.
I think
because just one more. I'll give one more for you guys for kicks. Now, this doesn't show my face, but I thought this one was very unique.
What's that?
I was actually on a jog, like a run, and when I saw this on my shirt, I said, "Okay, I had to take a picture of it."
Oh boy!
So, obviously, when you're jogging and you're running, you're sweating.
Yeah.
So I literally have Disney in my veins because I literally sweated a Mickey on my shirt.
What the? Okay,
and this is real. This is real.
I gotta show this on camera. Now, I would honestly think this is AI, but I know it's not because George could make this happen. Look at this. Oh my God.
I looked on and I'm like, wow, I literally sweat the perfect hidden Mickey.
You should keep this picture around. You should keep this picture around and send it to Disney and say, this is the new hidden Mickey right here.
Yeah, that's it. Like, I should just screenshot it to them and then they could add it into Runaway Railway.
Oh, dude. You imagine? Oh, my God. I'm dying right now. If you did that. Oh, my gosh. So, Peter said the pasta and the pizza create the dad bod.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
That's the problem with us Italians is it's the starch, it's the pasta, it's the pizza, it's the dough. It's like Yeah.
Hey, but you know what? I tell people all the time, yeah, I want to eat healthy, and I do eat healthy a lot of the times. But you know what? You only live once, and you're not going to convince me to eat grass
I
every day.
actually started eating healthy recently.
Yeah.
I decided to take the skin off a knotwurst.
Oh. Oh my God. Oh God. Okay, so it's funny he said something like that because we were at, I think we were doing a review of the Disney, it was the Disneyland 2026 foodie guide. I'm going to bring this shit up. I have to. Okay, so there's a hot dog at Toontown. Oh my God. It was like the weakest hot dog looking picture I've ever seen in my life.
I don't even know how Disney even approved that.
But you want to tell them what it is? Hey, it's a Q&A, so we can go wild here. Tell them.
Yeah, so this hot dog that is specialty that's new in Toontown, it's like a foot-long hot dog that's on a bun, but the bun is smaller than the hot dog, so it's sticking like halfway out of it. And it's curled upward like a U shape. And the ends look vaguely familiar like something that's not a hot dog. And I don't know who the photographer was. I don't know if it was actually like a real hot dog or if it was like just like a placement thing. I don't know what it was, but
oh my God.
But for Disney to showcase that and confirm it and say, you know what, that's a good idea. Yeah, let's put that on all our signage and our websites. Oh my God, Conductor and I was doing a live because as he was saying, we were reviewing when they dropped the menus, and we're just going like item through item.
Yeah.
And then we got to that one, and there it is, like plain as day, right on screen. And I'm like, what in the world is this?
Oh my God. Because it literally, well, I can't say it because it's a bad name.
I'll just say that majority of the people that are on this live have it.
Yeah, it's below the waist. Oh my God. It was horrible. It was horrible. I don't think I could have like mentally and physically eat that.
Well, no, because it's like it doesn't spark my appetite any.
It looked dehydrated.
It did. It looked all shriveled.
It looked like it needed a needle with air to pump it up or something. Okay, I need to stop.
Oh my God.
I need to stop. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh Lordy. Remy D said, are you guys going to do another on a tier ranking of all the rides? So like a video.
Oh, yeah. We will definitely do that. What would you say? Do you think like when we get back, we could do a tier?
Probably when we get back, but if you wanted to kind of explore that option during the live before we start the Walt Disney World.
I mean, technically we could do that. If you
on your channel.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that down here because that way it'll cap because we'll be ending Universal.
Yeah.
So we can kind of like cap it all off.
Yeah.
You guys. Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay, so because Monday's going to be the last Universal for us,
right?
And then what's Tuesday? Is that kind of like a sleep-in day?
That's like the Walt Disney World start, but like there's no park day. It's basically us kind of like weaning into.
So we should do it that day early.
Yeah, we can do that.
But I don't. Again, I keep thinking that we're around the same time zone. We would be 3 hours ahead. So I don't know what's the first reservation we have that day.
Well, the first reservation for that would be if you guys still wanted to keep it was Beaches and Cream at 12:30.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
I definitely want to. But what's after that?
After that, so while we were over there, I was going to take you guys around like the Yacht and Beach Club Resort and the Boardwalk.
Okay.
And then what I wanted also to show you while we were over there, because it's a really cool walking path. Yes, I'm saying it, folks. that a lot of people don't know about at Walt Disney World. And
Really?
it's a pathway that actually links Epcot to Hollywood Studios.
No kidding.
That is walkable. And I actually enjoyed it. It's a nice little walk. I know probably Abby's in the other room probably saying, like, nice little walk my ass because...
there's a whole backstory to that. Oh, my God. Dude, she's in the next room just saying, George, shut up. Because I'm not doing it. Shut up.
But, and then also the Swan and Dolphin Resort hotels are over there too.
Ooh, nice.
So I wanted to take you guys like around there, and then later on that day, like into the evening, I think that was Boathouse done at Disney Springs.
Oh shit! On. So that's for basically dinner.
Yeah.
Okay, so that day's kind of shot. What about the next day that we're not doing a park day?
So
what day would that
be? The next day that it wasn't supposed to be was going to be the 13th, but that's the day that we decided to do the double day at Epcot.
Yeah.
What
are you thinking?
I mean, I think like once we like map out something, I'm for sure we can probably
unless we do maybe a live on your channel on location at Epic. And we do a live show on location.
Okay, if you want. Well, you know, it's funny that you say that because I was actually asking Abby. I was like, I wonder if I could squeeze in a live in one of the parks.
Yeah.
So if you're down for that, and that it would be your third day at Epic, our second day, as I said, if we could just knock out the stuff that we need to.
Yeah. And if we have time.
But if we do it around the time, maybe, like in between there, then maybe we could do it there.
Yeah, and then just do it there.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with that.
We'll pick a space. We'll start the live, and then we'll just get ourselves in like the one shot.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. So Remy D, you heard it. We're going to do it from Epic. That's going to be fire. See, there I go again.
There you go.
See, I don't even know.
You have to, but you know what? That just became, your thing. That's just
at least down there.
Everyone just has their thing. Yours is that's fire. Mine is don't get me started.
Well,
like
wait. When you say don't get me started, it makes me want to start it just to see your reaction.
Everyone does. The second somebody, the second somebody says something about the great movie ride, and I say, "Oh, don't get me started." Boom! Here come the questions because they just like to start me up because they love hearing those rants.
Oh, I love hearing it, and I'm literally 3 feet away from you. I'm dying over here, just laying there. Oh my gosh! But yeah, we're definitely gonna do that. I think that would be smart. The third day at Epic for me and Tommy, second day for you and Abby, we should do a live.
Yeah.
And
even if it's like, it doesn't even have to be a real long one. We could just do or at least your guide. Well, actually, I don't even know if I even did my tier kind of. I don't think I did.
So we could do. So we could do like a 30 minute or an hour if we did each a tier.
Yeah. I think like up to an hour. I think would be a good live. Now, should we have all the rides at Universal at all three parks?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. I might have to write like a list down. Like I'll probably do it on my notes.
Like I'll have it mentally remembered.
All of them? You would remember how you would number them?
Yeah. So I would probably go park by park. Unless we're doing ranking of all the parks.
But that's what I was trying to figure out. Are we going to rank all three parks together, or are we doing separate rank? Or at least to like one park? Because the Universal Studios park doesn't really have a whole lot of rides.
Well, okay, so I would say like for each park, maybe if whatever our number one is, like the attraction for each park, then we do a second one where we compare all the number ones from each park and decide which one's the best out of the number ones.
We could do that. I don't know if that would reach an hour though.
What do you mean?
Like I don't know how I think that would be pretty quick.
Well, no.
We would only be picking 3 each, right? And then.
Well, no. Well, so like for Epic, like if I was going to do a list, I would say, for example, my number one ride would be Monsters Unchained, and then I would go Donkey Kong, and then this, and then this, and then kind of do that, and then you would go and say, okay, for Epic, for me, for Hollow Gelato, it would be this,
right
this.
down the line, and then go to Island of Adventure.
Yeah, and then if Tommy's with us, then we would jump to Tommy,
okay, yeah.
and then we go park by park,
Okay.
and then it would kind of stretch it out, and then if it did go too quickly, then we can also see that.
Then after we do that, then maybe we could then say what our ultimate favorite ride is out of the whole resort.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And if we're still doing the live and it's dark, since we're going to be heading to Dawes Steakhouse, we can probably walk a little bit of Dark Universe at night.
Yeah.
See, we could do that on your live. I like that.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we could throw in some fillers. Yeah.
Hey, see, there you go. We're still live and we're talking about
and
this.
Actually, folks, you're actually getting a behind-the-scenes look of this is how we discuss things and we plan things out. So there you go. So you guys got a taste of our behind-the-scenes.
A taste. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. But I want to ask everybody in the chat real quick, is there anything else you want me to bring up that I didn't bring up besides...
Did you talk about Hiccup Swing Gliders?
Yes, I did.
Nice.
It was fire. See, there we go again. It was amazing, though, because doing it at night, like, again, it was a lengthy track layout, but there were a couple parts. Tommy could tell you because you two wrote it, but there was a couple parts that it sped up like fast.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that was really
as
cool.
I always say, like, I feel like Hiccup Swing Gliders is a sleeper hit.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people underestimate of how powerful that coaster is. But also how fun it is. Like,
it's so much fun.
It's just a great coaster.
It's so much, like, literally when I was on it, the turns that it makes and the banking is so intense, but it's like a smooth intense. It's weird. Chris says, which land has the best bathrooms? You would know this because I don't know that.
Best bathrooms.
Oh God. Like someone told me during my live earlier and I laughed it off as a joke.
Oh, good.
I was going to say in Dark Universe, I laughed at it as a joke. They said, does Dark Universe have black toilets? Like,
oh God.
You what? Dark Universe has black toilets. Okay, see, I didn't know that. I seriously didn't know that. I was fucking around when I said that. I did not know that. Yes, the toilets are black. I can only imagine what face Tommy's putting at me over here. I don't even want to look. No, I'm not turning the live off. Screw that. Not doing it. Davis said, it was so awesome to chat. It's so awesome looking at George looking at me because he starts laughing and I start laughing. I think that's what the most amusement is, quite frankly.
Oh, Lord.
You're telling me, oh Lord.
But to the question of what is the best bathrooms, I think honestly right now Epic is still so new.
Yeah.
That I think like
there's no bad bathrooms.
There's no bad bathrooms right now. Because every bathroom that I've been in, it's
they do. So I've noticed something. Epic Universe, even the janitorial staff is on top of things. But like I've seen it too where like there's popcorn on the ground or receipts or napkins or something like that. I have seen that. But it's like it just happened. It's not like it's been sitting there for a while, but that's just me. Let's see. Remy D says, what is your biggest letdown at Epic and IOA? My biggest letdown for Epic Universe, I'm gonna be honest, not being able to ride Stardust.
Don't get me started.
Exactly. So George is going to go silent. I know Tommy wanted to ride it. I wanted to ride it. So that was the biggest letdown, personally, in my opinion. But if I had to have another opinion that was tied with it, I would say that the reliability of the A-list attractions is not great. Donkey Kong, Battle Ministry, I can only guess Stardust Racers. At least those three attractions have a massive problem with reliability on working. Like, it goes down quite a bit.
And then what about a disappointment for IOA?
IOA for me, maybe just not being able to ride the Jurassic Park River Adventure. That was my biggest downfall, because I really wanted to see what their version was. Because I've been told all my life from people that got to experience it how amazing and different it is compared to what we had in Hollywood before it turned Jurassic World. So that was my biggest downfall for IOA, I personally think. Do you have two that you could think of, George, that was a downfall for Epic and downfall for IOA?
For IOA, the downfall for me was actually not really anything of operations of the parks. It was actually my my devices that were not cooperating with me at all that day, especially for
Epic.
Skull Island.
And Skull Island at IOA.
Yeah, like that's the thing for me, anyways. For this particular trip, the devices are like not cooperating with me for whatever reason. So that's a bummer.
Yeah.
I think I agree with you as far as with Epic goes when it comes time for the operations of the main marquee attractions.
Yeah.
For like Donkey Kong and Ministry of Magic. Because right now, Epic is at a point where they don't have a whole lot because it's brand new. They still have to flesh things up. But when you have those high end attractions that you know they're needed, you know, and it's like they're constantly whether it's because of the weather or you know,
well, see, the one thing I don't like too, like you mentioned it yourself, you said that Epic Universe really sucked the energy out of the Studios Park and out of IOA. I don't know how true that is, being that some of the biggest attractions for Epic are constantly having delays, constantly breaking down, constantly unreliable. So I don't know, man, because it seems like the old school attractions for the Studios Park for IOA are more reliable.
I mean, that is true.
For a better experience.
I think it's just one of those things. It's just like the shiny new toy.
Yeah.
You know, it's brand new.
100%.
And I think if they would have added at least one attraction new to IOA and the studios when Epic Universe opened, it would have fleshed the congestion.
Yeah. And then Kevin, all the restrooms are cool because they are all themed, just like the restaurants.
Yeah, it is true. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I think as far as like just like I think the wear and tear of them are still fine right now.
100%. Brand new. So John asked, did we go on Popeye Water Ride? We did not. I'm going to rapid fire these questions.
I will say I was tempted.
He was very tempted.
I was very tempted to go on Popeyes and actually Dudley Do Right's Ripsaw Falls, because yesterday at Islands it was fine in the morning, but then it got like really hot
in the afternoon. Before we hit Mythos.
Yeah, when we were walking into Toon Lagoon, I was very tempted to get in there.
There you go. John says, were you a fan of the menus at the Hidden Restaurant/bar in Harry Potter? So we didn't do that, but I did walk in that area for the live. And that was really trippy because it's like 6 different rooms. And I never went and found it. And then they had this like back section that kind of reminded me of Diagon Alley. It was all like decrepit and creepy and non-vibrant. It was weird. Or like Nocturnal Alley.
Oh, like Nocturnal, yeah.
Yeah, where the entrance to that bar is. So, let me see. Okay, I'm going to read one more comment because this is getting late. And we got a big park to hit tomorrow. Billy says, "Do you think Superhero City is better than Avengers Campus? And which look of the land did you think is better?" I'm gonna go with you first.
What was the
So basically, in all, like, to break it down, do you think Superhero City was better than Avengers Campus?
the Marvel Superhero Island? Here's the thing. When Avengers Campus was first going to be open, before I actually entered into the park, I was going to say, you know what, this is going to outbeat Marvel Superhero Island.
Yeah,
It's so dated. It's so circa 1999.
definitely.
But I honestly have to say, I actually enjoy Marvel Superhero Island. I always get the words mixed up.
Yeah,
Because I like the animated comic book
yes,
style.
definitely.
That it is circa 1999. It is a little bit outdated, but you know what? It showcases the characters of how they are in the comics and the television shows. So, and to me, Avengers Campus looks like a modern contemporary campus. That's what it is. It's like there's nothing really that sparks my interest of the land. The land screams, honestly, Chapek era. I'm sorry.
It does. And to tell you the God honest truth, I honestly think, looking at what is that? Oh God, I'm scared they even show this, but okay. How the hell did you do that? Maybe that should be a sticker.
That's why I made it.
You guys want this as a sticker? Because this is pretty interesting.
It's fire.
It's fire. This is fire right here. I like that. Definitely save that in the collection, because that's cool. That is cool. I personally think the pictures and videos I've seen from Disneyland Paris's Avengers Campus looks so much better than ours.
Like, I feel like once they open Infinity Defense and start Flight Lab, it'll make the land more fleshed out.
I still don't think it's gonna fix.
I think honestly the rides will be cool, but the land, if you're just talking about the land, I don't think it's going to do anything really more of the aesthetics, to be honest with you. I really don't.
I don't think so. But everybody, thank you for joining tonight's Q&A session, day 2, Epic Universe. Tomorrow we're going to the studios. I can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun. Remy D says, please don't skip Jimmy Fallon.
I told you.
Don't skip it.
Can't skip it.
Damn it.
You just have to. Here's the thing with that. And I know you want to end it. I'll just say this. It is the most bizarre ride you will probably ever experience in your life, but it's a rite of passage that you have to say you did it. You did race through New York City with Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I think I'm going to be racing through my mind when I see George laughing and him covering his mouth because he can't control himself. That's going to be racing through my mind.
But the queue, I think you would really respect how it's really like the NBC building and everything.
Oh, definitely. But I will see you guys tomorrow night, because we will do another Q&A live stream about the Studios Park. And
it's going to be another Fire Live with theme park conductor.
Especially with that logo. Oh my God. Good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow night.